Morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. You guys know what day it is, so you guys know what time it is. It is time for Pass Coverage Thursday. Before I get into the numbers here, collaboration with me and the Hawk's Nest, Brandon, will be taking place later today, about 3 o'clock Pacific, on my channel this time, so keep an eye on this channel. If you're not already subbed to the channel, go ahead and do that. And we will be going live around 3 o'clock to talk about the Lions game, the Cardinals game, and a bunch of other Seahawks stuff for about an hour. Last show of the season. Now, it's not going to be the last show until the Seahawks play again, of course. We are going to go ahead and continue to work together this offseason to bring you more Seahawks content. I think we got a pretty good rhythm from the way we talked about things during the season. Going to be interesting to see how we do things during the off season, but we're going to have a lot of things to say as this off season plays out. So definitely keep an eye out for more work from us in the future. But final show of the season coming up this day in about 6 hours from the time of this upload. All right, Pass Coverage Thursday. We're going to lead off with the dearly departed Bobby Wagner. Apparently, they're saying he has a chance of playing on Sunday, and it wouldn't surprise me if he Willis Reeded it just because it might be his last game as a Seahawk and he's aware of that. Just plays for, like, I don't know, a drive or something, but I'm not optimistic about that. We'll see where it goes, though. I guess it would be kind of cool. I guess I wouldn't be sad about it, but if there's any risk at all to his long-term health, I don't know why he would do it, especially if he's actually thinking about coming back next year. So probably it for him. He was actually hit with the completion against the Lions on the one play he played. So he gave up one target, one completion for 6 yards. And these will probably be his final stats for the 2021 season. Not as good as he was in 2020, but all in all, 87 targets and 593 yards. That's pretty workable, I guess. It's not anything I'm too upset about. We also have Jordan Brooks. He got targeted quite a bit in that game. He got targeted 7 times and I believe gave up 5 completions, yes. And is now over 800 yards. So it's been a very bumpy ride for Jordan Brooks in coverage this year. He also allowed a touchdown in coverage, meaning his QB rating is now up to 118. So even though Jordan Brooks is playing pretty well this year, and even though he has shown signs of improvement and looks like he's going to be here for the long haul, coverage remains a problem for him, and I don't think it's ever not going to be a problem for him. So hopefully we can move him into a role that better suits his talents in 2022. But I don't know what this team has planned there. All right. So Benson Mayowa was not targeted once in this game. Darrell Taylor was not targeted once in this game, which just leaves us Cody Barton, who played a lot. He got targeted 6 times, allowed 3 completions for a total of, excuse me, 36 yards. Pretty decent, not too bad. I think one thing to remember is that the Lions were playing from behind almost the whole game. So when you're in that kind of a situation, you are probably going to give up a few more passing yards because the other team's going to be consistently just going for it. But Barton held up pretty well. 6 targets and 30, what was it? What did I say? 36, 38 yards. Pretty good. So we'll keep an eye on Barton going forward, but he may have earned himself a little bit of an opportunity to get more playing time. All right, cornerbacks are up next. DJ Reed returned and played an excellent game, got 2 interceptions. He got targeted a lot in this game, by the way. 12 targets, and he only allowed 5 completions. So DJ Reed, without the benefit of a great pass rush, is doing great things out there, and he's probably earned himself some money this offseason. I know he's missed a few games, but he's only at 500 yards allowed on the year, which is really solid given the fact that he gets targeted so much and we don't have a real pass rush. And he now has a couple interceptions to go with the 3 touchdowns he's allowed, so his QB rating is down below 70. So DJ Reed's killing it, and I hope we can keep him around if we do decide to run it back with Carroll and Norton, but I don't know how possible it's going to be. He's clearly a very talented zone corner when you put him in the right situation, so we'll have to see how this offseason plays out. Next up are a bunch of guys who did not play in that Lions game because we've got a lot of injuries, a lot of departures. You got to go all the way down to Ugo Amadi to find somebody who actually played against the Lions. And he got targeted, I think, 4 times and allowed 3 completions for a grand total of, let's see here, 58 yards, it looks like. Yeah, 58 yards. So not great. However, he did come up with an interception, his first career interception. Um, that helps make a lot of it go away, I guess. Obviously, his interception came when the game was pretty much over, but regardless, good to see him finally make a play on the ball like that. And my stance on Ugo has not really changed from where it was last year. I'm kind of ready to see something different, but not a terrible game for Ugo, I suppose. John Reed, before he got hurt, got a decent amount of action. 4 targets. He got targeted 4 times. Allowed 3 completions for a total of 60 yards. And allowed... No, okay, that wasn't the touchdown he allowed. That was the touchdown he allowed against the Bears. But anyway, his coverage numbers are not great, but I still think John Reed was doing a pretty good job hanging in there. Don't know if we're going to see him this Sunday, but there's something there. And finally, a new addition to the list, we got Michael Jackson down here, and he didn't play a lot, but he did impress when he played. He got targeted twice, no completions allowed, both times he broke up the pass. So when I look at that, I see a guy who knows how to play the ball, knows how to make plays on the ball, and that excites me. QB rating allowed is 39.6, which is pretty, I think that's always what it is until the quarterback actually completes a pass. I think as long as they haven't completed a pass, it'll always be 39.6. But yeah, pretty decent start to Michael Jackson's Seahawks career. And that takes us to safety, where we've got 2 guys to look at. Quandre Diggs, I believe he got targeted once. Allowed 1 completion for a fairly big gain. Looks like it was almost... Yeah, actually it was a little over, 40 yards. And... his QB rating allowed went up a little bit, but still having a stellar year, still doing great things in coverage, hasn't allowed a touchdown to my knowledge, and he's taking the ball away like nobody else on this team can. So he didn't look great in this game, by the way. I do want to say that. He did not play great against the Lions, I don't think. So it wasn't all amazing, but he's having a great year. And Ryan Neal, he got targeted twice. I believe he gave up 2 completions for a grand total of, let me make sure I get this right here, 29 yards and a touchdown. QB rating allowed 138. So let the record show that Ryan Neal is clearly a player who is good in moderation. Not so good when he has to play every snap. Not so good when he has to be the guy. Much better when he's playing 20 snaps a game. That's no diss to him, but some people have been saying over the last couple weeks that, oh, he's better than Jamal Adams, actually. He's better in our defense than Jamal Adams. Slow your roll, okay? Slow that roll. This defense has plummeted from 5th in the NFL in points allowed to 10th in the last 2 games against 2 terrible opponents. I'm not saying the defense played badly against the Lions. They didn't. A lot of it was garbage time, but nevertheless, if we give up a few points to Arizona, we will not even have a top 10 scoring defense this year after being in the top 5 just a couple weeks ago. And I can put a reasonable chunk of that on not having Jamal Adams out there. So I will see you guys later today in the Hawks Nest stream. That's it for Pass Coverage Thursday. But that's just one final thing I want people to chew on. There's this narrative that Jamal Adams is terrible in coverage. There's this narrative that Ryan Neal's better than him, but I'm not seeing any numbers that back that up. So, I don't know. Just something to consider as we go forward into this offseason. So, I'll see you guys later today. Peace out, go Hawks. And there's your Pass Coverage Thursday.